Okay, so today's lesson plan that I'm doing with my students is what effects do forces have in marble runs. The content descriptor is identify how forces can be exerted by one object on another and investigate the effect of frictional, gravitational and magnetic forces on the motion of objects. So prior to this lesson, we have had the opportunity to learn about forces, and we are now moving into like the explore and explain phase of the unit. So this is lesson 3 in the unit out of 5 weeks of lessons. I think that's it.
Today we are learning how different actions like bending, twisting and stretching can change the shape of materials without changing their composition. In previous lessons, we explored various materials and their properties, focusing on...
Welcome to science class with Miss Grace.
So, in today's lesson...
Today we're going to look at marble runs and forces. Got a little video for us to watch. But before we watch the video, have any of you ever made marble runs before or know what marble runs are? No? Little bits of nods? Yeah? Okay, cool. Well, we're going to watch this video so that you know what marble runs look like, what they kind of are. This is just a simple one because we only have one lesson to do this, so we're not making complex, gigantic ones.
Bending, twisting
So let's have a look.
can change the shape of...
Why did you go? She was the one laughing. So we have to do it.
Good morning, Mitch. Oh my god. Up and look at the floor.
Yeah, that's the issue.
Good morning, students. Today we are learning how different actions like bending, twisting and stretching can change the shape of materials without changing their composition. So in previous lessons that we have had, we explored various materials and their properties.
So this one looks like it's probably a bit more of a complex one. So don't try and make something like this, because you won't have the time. Alright, so I hope you guys have got some ideas from that. So, can anybody remind us what gravitational force is? Have a look at like what words are in gravitational. So gravity, yeah. So let's have a look at our definition. So a gravitational force is a force that pulls objects of mass towards each other. We often think of objects being pulled towards the ground. What about magnetic force?
It's something to do with magnets.
Yeah. So a magnetic force is the force of magnets which will pull some types of metals towards itself. And lastly, we have frictional force.
It's when like two objects to make friction.
Yeah. So a frictional force is a force that resists the sliding or rolling of one surface on another. So now we're going to look at making a marble run. First I'm going to demonstrate how we're going to make our diagrams. So let me get my paper. So this is what your paper will look like. You'll have your name where you can write your name, and each of you will get a different force that you're going to use in your marble run, and that'll be the only force that you use. For my example, I'm showing you 3 different forces. So I will show you how you kind of draw your diagram. So maybe we'll start with our tube going down. So marble run's going to start here, and then it's going to go down to here, and it's going to knock over some dominoes, and then it's going to slide across some cardboard, and then our magnet is going to pull it down. So that's a very simple one. And then what I want you to do after you've drawn your marble run is draw the arrows that show the force and what the force does. So this is our gravitational force, and it's going to take the marble down. This is also a gravitational force because the gravity of the marble being carried down will then knock over all the dominoes. This will be our frictional force, as the bumpy cardboard will change the way that the marble moves. And then this is our magnetic force, which will pull the marble down. And that's kind of just a simple example of what your diagrams will look like. I'll leave this up for while we're doing the activity. So now I'll show you our materials that we have available for your marble runs. So you've got cardboard rolls, your marble, dominoes, bucket, tape, water bottles, markers, building blocks, magnets, scissors, A3 paper, and straws. So we've got lots of different materials that we can use. And now it's your turn. So I'm going to hand out our paper. Remember, we're making our marble runs and everything in one lesson, so don't make it super detailed and complicated. Each of you will get a different force to use in your marble run. So here, group 1 has gravitational, group 2 will have magnetic, group 3 will have frictional, and group 4 will have gravitational and magnetic, and the rest of the class is away, so we don't have a group 5. But I'll go back to the material so you can keep looking at the material list as you do your diagrams. So I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. You can have this one, and then you can have this one. So here's the materials, and there's lots of colors and markers that you can use to build it. I will give us 5 minutes to draw the diagrams. Yep. Here's a few markers for you. Thanks, miss. Nice work. I like the use of gravity. Very nice. Remember to use lots of the force that you have written down. Piece of friction. I like the way you're using your magnets. Nice gravity forces. We've got 3 more minutes. Still got 2 more minutes. Great work, everybody. I really like your showing your effect of the forces using arrows and labeling everything. Great labeling. Great work. I like your bucket at the end. I like how you're using a range of our resources. Great work. All right, I'll give everybody 1 more minute just to finish off anything that they're still working on. Once you finish, put up your hand and I'll stick our drawings on the whiteboard. Oh, I see an empty space of your name. Don't forget to write your names down, guys. Great work. Nice job. I'll give you a minute just to look at each of the different marble runs before we discuss the next bit. Alright, so now it's time for us to make a prediction. So, can we have some people tell us which marble run do you think will be the fastest one? So we're going to record these, we're going to build them and then record them. So which one do we think is going to have the fastest time?
Top one, maybe?
The top one, what does everybody think? Yeah? Alright, so we'll wrap. Which one do we think might be the slowest?
Bottom one.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah? What does everybody else think? Yeah. which one do you think, which one's going to come second in terms of time?
Gravitational and magnetic.
This one? Yeah? What do we think?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. And that means this one will be a 7. Great work, everybody. So that's the end of this part of the lesson. Thank you.